up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video of Zach Snacks YouTube channel. You're in for another good one. As you know, we are satisfying any appetite, and that is Zach Snacks' motto. So today we're going to be cooking, as you see down below, Strawberry Glazed Cookies. So I know this is a different one, but we're going to get right into it and we're going to have fun with it today. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, which will be down below. And then hit that thumbs up button, and then there's another button on the side. I want you to share this with family and friends. So without further ado, let's get to the video. We're going to start by preheating our oven to 375 degrees. So 375. And that's going to take about 15 minutes of preheat. So while that's preheating, we're going to get right to the baking. In a large bowl, we're going to use our KitchenAid bowl today. We're going to add 2 sticks, which is 1 cup of butter. 1 stick of butter. And here's our second stick of butter. And then we're going to add 1 1/2 cups of confectioners sugar. And that is basically powdered sugar, which will be right over the butter. It's 1, and this is our 1/2 cup. So after you get both of those in there, now we're going to place this under the KitchenAid blender, and it's going to blend for about a minute. Now after a minute of this being mixed together, we're going to power it off. Now we're going to grab another large bowl. So we're going to beat in 1 large egg. And then 1 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So that's 1. Then we have our other half. Like so. And then we're going to pour this into here. So I'm going to turn this back on. We're going to pour this into here. And let that mix together for another minute. And then in this bowl again, we're going to mix 2 1/2 of all-purpose flour. So we got our flour. We got our cup. We're going to mix in 2 1/2 teaspoon of flour. That's 1. So after you have your flour, and then we're going to add our 1 package of gelatin or jello, strawberry gelatin or jello. We're going to add that to our mix, or our flour. Just going to tear this open like this. I'm going to pour that in. Smells really good. So this mix is about done, so we're going to tie that off. And then add in 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then 1 teaspoon of Cream of Tarter. Then we're going to grab our whisk and we're going to whisk this together. All of these dry ingredients. And then, you probably guessed it, we're going to pour this into our butter and our flour. So now we're just going to pour this in a little bit at a time. Like so. And let that mix together. Now once you get all of that in there, you're going to set that aside. And just going to let it continue mixing for another minute or so to get it all together. Okay? Alright guys, I put down some cookie sheet. And I'm going to spray just a little bit of Pam on it, so it don't stick to it. And then we're going to pour this out onto the surface. So we're going to get our soft spatula. First I'm going to start by knocking this down. And then we're going to pour it onto the cookie sheet. Okay, now we're gonna place this back up here. Guys, so now we're gonna divide this into 2 pieces, put it into a disc shape, and then we're gonna wrap them up and put them in the refrigerator for 20 to 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna take part of this off here like this. It smells so good, guys. Kind of feel like Play-Doh. And then we're going to make it into like a disc type shape. Something like this. That's one of them. Here's the second one. And we're going to place this in the fridge. Now we're going to grab our plastic wrap, and then I'm going to tear a piece off. And now I'm going to use this to wrap up the dough. So like so. Like this. That's one. And here's two. Alright. And now we're going to place these in the refrigerator for 20 to 30 minutes until they're firm enough to roll out. Alright, so after about 20 to 30 minutes, I kept mine in there for about 26 minutes. I'm going to take the cookie dough out the refrigerator. I have 2 cookie doughs, so I'm going to set one right here to the side for right now. I'm going to undo it. I'm going to place it on here like this. And I'm going to do the other one the same way. So you have the butter marinated and everything in there. It should be like this when it comes out the fridge. Set that down. Alright, so next I'm just going to press these out. Pull them out from each other about as far as I can. And then I'm just going to take small portions from them so it'll be easier for me to take from it. Alright, so now I'm going to grab our pan. I sprayed it with pan before we started. So I'm going to set that right there to the side for right now. Turn it that way. Put our pan right here. So I'm going to grab just a little piece off of here. I'm going to make it to a cookie dough ball. But then I'm going to press it out like this. And you'll see why in just a little bit. So I'm going to keep doing that to all of these. Press it out like so. Because next, we're going to add our jam filling to it, which is going to be really good. It might be still a little sticky, but it should be able, you should be able to work with it. Alright, now I'm moving to my second one. Oh, these smell so good. If you're liking this video so far, I want you to hit that subscribe button and then hit the button down there. And tell me what you're liking about it in that comment section down below. So that's probably going to be about as much as I can fit on here. I'll fit about 12 on here. Probably have a couple more with the rest of that. So I'm going to get that in a little bit. But what I'm about to do with this, I'm going to grab 3/4 cup of conventional sugar. Then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of jam to that. That's one. Here's our second tablespoon of jam. Then we're just going to mix that up. Then we're just going to add just a little bit, a half teaspoon of that to our dough. So, just take it, just add a little bit. I'm using my 1 teaspoon, so take a little bit and just dab it in the middle, like so. And after you do that, what you're going to do, you're going to take half of it, and you're just going to fold it in like so. Like that. Just going to take half of it, push that down as much as you can, and just fold it over. So that'll be in the inside. It's going to be your filling, basically. Just going to fold that over. Like that. And don't worry about doing it too hard, because you're going to grab a fork afterwards and press it all the way down. And then now you can space it out. Then grab your fork and you're just going to press the ends. Press the ends of each one. To make it close as much as you can. So now you're going to put this in the oven. So you should be able to fit about 10 to 12 on the pan. And you're going to put it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. If you get that, comment down below. Alright guys, so now we're going to place this in the oven. We're going to close that. We're going to set a timer for 10 minutes to start off. And we can always add more time. So while that's in the oven, either you can add this and make another pan, or you can also just put that in a plastic wrap and you can put that in the freezer for another time. But I'm going to finish making this and I'll be back when that comes out. Alright guys, so the timer is about to go off the oven, so we're going to be preparing to take it out of the oven. And we're going to let it cool on the oven for about 2 minutes. While they are cooling, we're going to make our icing. So you're going to need a small bowl. You're going to need to mix 1 1/2 cups of confectioner's sugar. So that's 1. And this is 1/2. Then 3 tablespoons of 1% milk. Then you're going to grab a spoon and you're going to just mix that up together. Then we're going to wait another minute while our cookies are still cooling off. Alright guys, so now if it's not the best part, this is the most fun part. Now it's time for taste testing. So now I'm going to try it out. I already put my glazed icing on it. So it should be really good. Let's try it. Altogether, I give it a 10 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to ZAIRE'S Creative Corner. And smash that share button. Go send it out to family and friends. I hope to see you guys in the next one. We have a couple more episodes of this series before our back to school series is over for this year. Hope to see you guys in the next one. And stay tuned for episode 5. Peace.